Good morning, everybody. It's Mike. It is Thursday, the 29th of May. This is your morning setups. We have a very big gap up to deal with here today, and this is all because of news that came out late last night that that the United States Trade Court has smacked down Trump's Liberation Day tariffs and ruled that they are basically unconstitutional and a breach of his power and how he used them. Does not include everything. It doesn't include sectors like autos and steel and aluminum. It does not mean this is over. One, the administration is already appealing. They're going to go right to the Supreme Court. Secondly, there are workarounds. I put some information there from Goldman on how they can get around this temporarily, at least. So, don't think for anything this is over and that that this is going to change really anything any very quickly. So just keep that in mind. We have GDP this morning at 8:30. I'll open up the room early for that. Jobless claims and corporate profits. Outside of that, not much else to go. Crude report at 11. And we have a plethora of Fed speakers on the agenda here again today. All right, let's jump into it here. We got a lot to go over. On the ES, here's your big gap up. We'll see if this holds. I am leery of this gap today only because I don't believe that this is going to hold up for more than a couple of days, if that. So just keep that in mind. But we are up big and trying to break this range here. The NQ, similar, even stronger. Crude, nice little bounce. Bonds dropping. That's not what we want to see there. Gold doing nothing. Bitcoin up a little bit. The VIX here still smashed down, but still staying elevated, right? We're not getting that low volatility. HYG moving around with the markets. The transport's the same. And the dollar weakening here yet again. Let's talk sentiment as we come into today. Market sentiment remains kind of wishy-washy. You look at the oscillators, negative 48 on the negative side of neutral, on the NASDAQ and on the New York Stock Exchange, negative 65. So, not much going on there. Your advanced decline lines kind of just chopping around here at this point. Highs versus lows on the S&P 500, plus 45 versus 7, still positive. On the tech-heavy NASDAQ, 102 versus 89, still positive, not by much. Put the call slightly bulled up, right? Contrarian indicator there. And market breadth is chopping around on the NASDAQ as well as the New York Stock Exchange. SPY currently is trading up and above the 5%, the 3% pullback level, 594.83. That's a big level. We'll see if we hold it. We're coming back for it right now. You can see here's the news broke last night. We shot up and here we are. Right now, we'll see how we trade. We're just above it. If we hold here and we can hold this, guys, this is, what you're looking for is a clean breakout. And maybe we try to run up here and that all-time high now is, not that far away, 20 handles away. So we'll see, hi buddy, what we do. If we cannot hold it, we come down, maybe we fill that gap. We did leave a gap open here already this week. Remember, this is a fake candle, Thinkorswim, and has been horrible with this. I've complained to them. They don't have an answer. They don't even acknowledge it that they create fake candles all the time now. This gap is unfilled. So we'll see what we're going to get here today. Do we push up? And if we push up, watch that 600 area is your next big level. All right, so let's start off with NVIDIA. NVIDIA report, while it was tough to get your head wrapped around it when it first came out, and because of the numbers and everything with China in there, it's a good report. Um, their margins for next quarter don't look great, down around 70%, but they said they expect to get back to the mid 70s by the second half of this year. That's good. They guided up. Jensen came on and basically said that the administration has shut down the Chinese AI market, is basically shut to them, and the semis is basically shut down, and they're no longer going to be trying to do business in China for anything with AI or a lot of any kind of high-end chips. They're basically giving up that market. Still, they have enough business elsewhere. So you have a nice gap up on NVIDIA. You have nothing but price target raises across the board on it today. And it's right now just taking out my sell trigger here at 143.20, and it moved all the way up to 120, 143.84. This is a nice move, and we'll see where we go from here today. If it wants to push more, it's got room to run, right? Excuse me, had a sneeze. Right, if it wants to push more, a little bit of room to run. Once it clears this level right here, we're into this right now, this candle back here, that is 143.44. You can see next area, then watch 145, and then watch up here into this 147 area. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that and see how it handles today and how it trades. Bottom line is NVIDIA is good. It's up nicely, and you have the semis overall are breaking out with it. It's a big driver of Qs. Look at the SMHs here, up almost into 252 area, breaking out here. Nice move on the SMHs. So we'll see how this trades today. You can trade SOXL off of this. Next big spot would be up to 260 here. Avgo, which has been leading, had broken out ahead of this yesterday, is up nicely here into the 249 area. All right, already up big. We'll see if it can break out 249, a big level up here. And if it can break above that, here's your all-time high back there at 251. ARM broke out yesterday. ARM up nicely on this as well, trading into the 140, 160. Again, we'll see how all these trade. Put these on our radar. AMD is even up. I mean, you know the world's ending when AMD's up. Uh, AMD up above yesterday's high, trading all the way up to the 117 area. I have 116 as my sell trigger. So if it pulls back and holds that, we use that as support. If not, we'll see where we go. Bottom line, none of these looking so bad. Salesforce reported last night, and it was a decent report. They raised guidance, but for some reason they're getting sold off here. I'm not quite sure why. The AI implementation may be going a little slower than we'd like to see, or maybe it's still the hangover from the acquisition they made this week. Anyway, back down to the 275 area, basically flat. So we'll keep an eye on it. I like it for a move up to the 280. It needs to break the 8-day. All right, so all these looking good here. Tesla news out last night, official that Musk has left the White House. We know self-driving the robotaxi starts in Austin in June 12th or 14th, I forget which date. He's focused on that. So yeah, we had the recent high here of 368.30. We need to get above that. And if we can get above that, we'll see if we can run. Then I have 374 as a fib level on that, and then we'll see what we can do. Bottom line is Tesla's trying to wake up here. We'll see if this one can get up and push up above here into that 380 area and then eventually up towards 390. Take that aside, the market's up big here. Pick what you like. Amazon, huge gap up. No tariffs. That's great for them. If that gets killed here, trading up to the 210, that's my sell trigger, 210.15. See if it's support. If not, it's a short under if it can't hold it. Microsoft yesterday couldn't hold the breakout. Back up to it here again. All-time high is 468.35. Highs on that one. The banks, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, best in breed there. They're not trading particularly well. Palantir this morning is trading up into the 127 area. Needs to clear that to get going, clear the high from this week's candle, and then we'll look to see if it can run back up to the all-time high. Apple up nicely this morning into the 207.80. That is my sell trigger. It's trading right into it, and we'll see how it handles that today. So, obviously focus for me is going to be on the semis and NVIDIA. One more, we've got to talk about Meta here. Meta up nicely this morning, breaking out, trying to break out yesterday, up here into the 658 area this morning, and then we'll see if it can run up and test the high of 660, and then this candle's high of 662.67. Bottom line is markets are trying to find a way to move forward. We'll see how we handle this news of the tariff rejection and how the administration responds. I suspect that this is going to be temporary. Earnings tonight after the close are Dell and Ulta. Everybody have a great day trading. I'm going to put this out there for free if you want to join us. Link in the description below, smartoptiontrading.com. Let's have a great day today.